Well. If it isn't the WC, man, back with another video, man. As I'm watching and finishing up my coverage of the NBA Finals, the same night is Money in the Bank. And boy, the main event, I'm going to tell you like this, the main event had its spots where I was just like, look, I'm glad to see Seth back in the ring, but I was halfway snoring. And then all of a sudden, Reigns, what does he do? He tries to spear Rollins through like some kind of barricade. They have the doctors come out to check. And I'm like, oh my God, it's gonna slow the pace of the match. Couple of false finishes, all that garbage. And next thing you know, Rollins wins clean. I mean, he won clean. I was like, okay, so what's really going on here? Dean Ambrose wins Money in the Bank earlier in the night. I'm like, all right, maybe they're just setting this up. His music hits. Rollins is basically defenseless because he just basically came off of a match in which he kind of, I mean, Rollins looked great. I mean, he looked like he didn't miss a step. Rollins looked great, but Ambrose coming out, cashing in. Um, I don't know where they go with this, man. I mean, they did this with Kane back in the day when he cashed in on Rey Mysterio back in the day. Um, do I like it? Yeah. Do I love it? Not really. Is it something that I'm, you know, looking forward to? Is it an interesting storyline, interesting dynamic? Oh yeah, oh, definitely. Um, if you pay for this pay per view, it was definitely worth that money. There was spots in the show. Let me just give a quick review while I'm at it. There was spots in the show in which were just terrible. Baron Corbin versus Dolph Ziggler. Do not want to see it again. Stop it, WWE. Stop it. The women's tag team match. They had Natalia turn at the end. Blah. It was a couple matches I flat out didn't see. I'm going to be real with you. I seen Sheamus come out and I just left the room. I seen Rusev come out. I left the room. You know what I'm saying? The tag team match at the beginning. Very very hot crowd. The crowd there in Las Vegas, A plus performance. They were basically on the entire night. There were some lows, like I said before. The Cena Styles match. I don't like the way that ended. I mean, it just didn't make any sense for them to end it that way. But it just kind of plays into the storyline that AJ Styles is weak. Overall, what do I get as pay per view? With the drama at the end of the pay per view, it gets a boost. I was going to give it about maybe a 7.2, but instead of a 7.2, I'll give it a 7.7, 7.8 because of the fact that Ambrose is the champion, and there's going to be a whole bunch of people marking out for this stuff, man. I mean, it just sets up for SummerSlam being the triple threat match, and I wouldn't be surprised if Ambrose or one of these three guys are going to turn. I mean, it just has to be like one of these three guys have to be flat out the bad guy, and you would think that it's Rollins, but I wouldn't be so sure if it's Rollins, man. Like there's money with Reigns as a heel, like with him being a flat out corporate smug heel in the WWE. I don't know what the writers there in the WWE are thinking. I don't know what they smoking, but you know this Roman Reigns thing is a face thing. It's just not working. Um, and for all those people out there that were wondering why that they didn't turn um, Seth Rollins' face, well, clearly look at Dean Ambrose. Look at the response that he got from Vegas. But anybody in that same situation, even Dolph Ziggler got a big pop when he cashed in his Money in the Bank. So it's it's one of those things where we're going to see where it goes. But SummerSlam for sure is going to be a triple threat. I don't know if next month is going to be a triple threat. I wouldn't expect for it to be that, but overall performance, the pay per view was pretty good. Like I said, I give it about maybe a 7.8. What y'all think about Money in the Bank? Um, People were saying it was the best. It was lining up to be one of the best of all time. I wouldn't go there with it. It was a very watchable show. It had its low peaks, but Ambrose is the champion. I want to see how this develops going into SummerSlam, and how Brock Lesnar factors into this, because you know he's got to factor into this somehow, some way, with that WrestleMania dynamic and him. You know, probably what they're probably going to do, and I hate to spoil it for people, the people that don't have necessarily a wrestling mind. At Battleground, it'll probably be a triple threat. Somehow, some way, Ambrose will retain, and then it's going to be Ambrose versus Lesnar again at SummerSlam. That's probably where it's going to go. Things could change, so don't quote me on this, but I'm not no insider like I am with basketball, but just knowing professional wrestling, that's probably where it's going to go. So let me know how you guys feel about Money in the Bank 2016. I enjoyed the show. Did y'all enjoy it? And until next time, folks, peace out.